So I think this story, which is a recent story, it's probably, I would say, 6 or 7 years old. I had a client come to me, a woman who had an African American father and a Celtic white American mother. She was in her mid 40s. She had studied a lot, was really committed to learning, healing, participating, and and helping. She was not a newbie, but there was something that she had not been able to address, that this there was a divide within herself that she'd felt almost from birth, a pulling and tugging, a pulling and tugging. She hadn't been able to figure out what that was or how to integrate it. So she came to me and said, "What would you mind looking and doing a session, seeing what you get about this? Because it's really difficult for me to move forward." Thank you, clients. Thank you for those who ask, because it helped me. As I quieted myself and went into that inner space connection to the energy of beyond, I saw the representation of her white grandmother and her black grandmother. And they were like wanting the best for this child. And the black mother was said, "Get up and get going. Come on, scream louder, get harder, work, work, work." And the white grandmother was, "Don't make, don't rock the boat." Inside this granddaughter who wanted to make a contribution in the world. So as I went in to speak to these voices or these fields of grandmother energy and acknowledge that they both loved their grandmother or their granddaughter very, very much, and they wanted to support her in being all that she could be in the world, but the white grandmother was saying, "Be quiet." And the black grandmother was said, "Speak louder." So we talked, the three of us, in that field beyond earth called imagination. And they saw that they weren't helping the granddaughter, but they didn't know what to do because they each had their own box, their own story. So I said, let's go back to where that story began, that you're both holding. And we traveled back in time. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't change the past. It's a lie. We change the past every time we heal a construct that is not serving us. So we traveled back in time. I said, let us be taken to where this divide that now is a conflict began. And that's the story I want to tell you next. Galactic glimpses.